In today's video, I will explain the concept of a Gestalt switch. Kuhn's metaphor of a Gestalt switch to describe the nature of scientific revolutions is essential to our understanding of the change in perception when a scientific revolution does occur. To start off, it is necessary to give a brief description of what Kuhn describes as a scientific paradigm and a paradigmatic shift. A paradigm consists of the relevant instruments and methods necessary to help solve important problems, recognizes past achievements but leaves room for new questions and interpretations, and allows for a certain range of acceptable answers. Because paradigms are established and widely accepted as the truth, scientists have the ability to further their research in a more efficient and specific manner that does not require them to start from the beginning each time. However, when there is an accumulation of anomalies against the current paradigm, this could lead to a period of crisis, a time in which a noticeable group starts to change their view towards a paradigm because too many anomalies have been discovered. When a paradigmatic shift occurs, a Gestalt switch can be observed. Now, onto the concept of a Gestalt switch. Kuhn basically defines a Gestalt switch as a sudden change in the way people perceive something, making it impossible to revert back to the thinking before. So, what exactly does that mean? To make this concept easier to understand, I will use a common illusion. In this photo, what do you see? Some people will see two images, but most people will only view one: the duck or the rabbit. When I prime you to see the other image, however, you will most likely immediately view it when looking at the image again. Once you can see both images, the duck and the rabbit, there is no way of going back to only viewing the initial image without viewing the other image as well. This illusion is a great way of understanding the basics of a Gestalt switch. This concept is applicable and important to science because it explains that when a revolution happens, we don't just edit the knowledge we had before, but the entire way we see the world has now changed, leading to a new way of perceiving the world. Yet, the duck and rabbit illusion does not completely capture the complexity of the way Gestalt switches occur in scientific revolutions. In this example, we are simply viewing two different images. In science, however, when a switch does occur, there is no way of knowing whether or not the switch was correct because the two paradigms cannot be compared, a problem known as incommensurability. Consequently, there is no direct evidence to support that the Gestalt switch led to a new paradigm that is progressing science in the right direction. To better understand this idea, I will use an example from the history of science: the shift from Ptolemy's geocentric theory to Copernicus's heliocentric theory. For many years, the geocentric model served as the predominant description of the way the solar system operated. Though people now, like me and you, may find it irrational to even think that Ptolemy's theory could be correct, there were a lack of methods and instruments necessary to prove at the time the shift occurred that Copernicus's theory was fully supported. Looking back at the previous theory, we are unable to view the full integrity of the original theory since we now have the means and tools to prove that it was incorrect. Therefore, this implies that the progress of science is not linear and that Gestalt switches lead to new paradigms that are usually adopted on the basis of promise and not full support. I hope that through this video, you have gained a better understanding of a Gestalt switch and its application to Kuhn's theory of a scientific revolution. Thank you for watching.